And once you finish installing this plug-and-play remote start kit on this beautiful Kia Optima, all you have to do is press the lock button 2 times on your original key, just like that. And here you go, the car is running. Stick around and I'll show you one more additional function. It's called Smart Timer. Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to install MyKey Premium Remote Start, and we're working on this beautiful Kia Optima. It is suitable for 2011 to 2015 models. It's a TF generation. It works with both pre-facelift and a facelift model. This product is 100% plug and play. You didn't cut any wires, and it works with your original key. This remote start is designed for regular key start. If you have a push button in your car, then we have a different remote start for you. But for this car, we're going to be working with the traditional key start. And now let me show you how to install it. In this package, you can get 2 sets of wires. These are T-harnesses and a module. And for this model, make sure your dip switch is set up like this. 1, 2 are up, 3 is down, 4, 5 are up, and on the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4 are up, and then the last one is down. And if it's not preset, you can always do it yourself. Just like that. And for this installation, all you need is a Phillips screwdriver, a ratchet, a small extension bar, and a 12mm socket. First things first, we're gonna loosen up the gas pedal. So this way, we have more room to play around with the connectors on your BCM. First, we're gonna be loosen up this nut over here, and then the one right above here. Loosen up and then finish it with your fingers. Just like that. And then the one above. Same thing, finish it with your fingers. And now, just simply put it to the side. This is your BCM right here. And we're going to be disconnecting 2 connectors on the side, right over here. This one and this one right here. And all we're doing is we're pressing this pin and pulling the connector out. If you're pulling it too hard and it's not coming out, it's because you're not pressing this pin hard enough. Now one is out, and the second one. And the second one is out. Same thing, press the pin, wiggle it around and pull it out. And now we're going to be connecting it to your first T-harness. So it looks like this. The connectors that we just disconnected are going to be plugged in into your T-harness. Just like that. Make sure it clicks. Make sure it's all the way in. And now these 2 side of the connectors will go back into your BCM. Remember, the gray one was the bigger one, so the gray one will go first. It's all the way up there, and then this one goes after. It's a little bit lower. Here you go, the first one is in. And again, make sure it's all the way in and make sure it clicks. And then the last one. Here you go. And now we have this connector, let it chill for now. Now drop your wheel, pull it towards you, and we're gonna be removing this panel. To do that, first we need to pop the top panel first. We're gonna go from the sides. This piece came out first, it's fine. Just like that. And now the top panel is out. We need to remove this panel, and it's holding on 3 screws. One over here, and 2 on the sides. For that, we need to move the steering wheel. So put the key into the ignition to unlock the wheel. Turn. And here's the first screw. Now the second one. And the last one is over here. Now remove the key, and we're ready to remove the panel. Just like that. And now we're going to be unplugging this connector right here. All we're doing is we're pressing this pin and pulling the connector out. This pin right here and out. And now we're going to be connecting it to your second T-harness. It's the same idea. Just like that. And then this side of the connector goes back into your car's plug. Just like that. And a quick note, if this one is green, yours could be white and blue or just white. So it doesn't matter, but it's always placed right over here. I'm talking about the original connector. And now this side of the connector, we're going to run it straight through here and pull it from the bottom. Make sure it's all the way, so this way when you put the panel back, nothing is on the way. And now we have these two connectors, and we're going to be plugging in to your new MyKey Premium module. And again, make sure your dip switch is set up like this. Data connector goes first, and power always goes last. Here you go. Make sure you test it first, make sure everything works as it should, and you could simply put this away, all the way up there. You could zip tie it or use little wires to hook it up to any of those harnesses up there, or a metal frame. And of course, don't forget to put back your gas pedal. And once you finish the installation, all you have to do is press the lock button 2 times with one small interval. And here you go, the car is running. And a quick note, if you want to shut it off remotely, you could do the same thing, press the lock button 2 times. And once you open the door, the car is still running. The most important thing is, you're not going to be able to switch gears until you put the key into the ignition. And now put in gear, and you're good to go. To activate or deactivate this smart timer, all you have to do is open the door, press the unlock button 3 times. Just like that. In respawn, you either gonna hear 1 beeping sound or 2 beeping sounds. 1 beeping sound means the function is off, and 2 beeping sounds means the function is on. So whether you like it or not, you could always turn it on or turn it off. And in case if it didn't work, here's a couple of things to follow. First one is always make sure when you press the lock button, you press it with the 1 small interval. Not too fast and not too slow. Just like this. 1, 2. And if it still didn't work, unplug everything completely and install it again. That usually does the trick. Sometimes one of the connectors didn't sit well, and that's why it's not working. And also very important, make sure your dip switch is set up correctly. If it's not set up correctly, the car is not gonna remotely start. And if it still didn't work, please reach out to support@mykeypremium.com via email, and the technicians will take care of you. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope this video helped. Leave a comment down below if you use this video to install it in your Kia Optima. Thank you guys. Bye.